trip to Advanced Collision Incorporated here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Check this, look out here. Look at the Lykan. What's up, people? We are finally back for an epic Lykan Hypersport build update with Genius Garage. So actually, I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is a long way away from Ohio because we're actually at the place that is doing the composite work and painting it. So we're coming in the back way. This is actually ACI Motorsports Advanced Collision Incorporated, which is really cool. It's a bunch of body shops around the area down here in the South. And the person that owns it also has this epic sports car racing team with Porsches. And Advanced Collision Incorporated, not only are they factory certified at doing collision repair on Teslas, but they're factory certified on doing collision repair on all factory new Porsches. High performance stuff. You can even see it out here. If we look out here, boom, GT2 just sitting right here. And obviously doing good stuff if they're frankly kicking butt in a bunch of different series. But right now I want to go up, talk to the owners, see what's going on because the Lykan is getting worked on right now. They've been doing all the initial stuff. Body panels coming on and off and they're fixing them up, you know, getting all the composite work of the Lykan Hypersport bodies nice because it was a stunt car and got kind of haggard, which these guys are used to. They're used to battling on the track and making things look this nice. So let's just go find Kurt. What's going on, man?
Just hanging out, watching videos on YouTube.
Okay, so I was going to do a video and say all kinds of nice things about you, but now I'm more interested in watching this. What are you watching?
We're watching the 919 hybrid against the Mercedes F1 at Spa.
Oh, nice. Direct one-on-one comparison?
Yeah.
How close was it?
Half second.
Wow, that's honking. Well, anyway, well, Kurt, thanks for having me here, man. I'm excited about what's going on with the Lykan. So, ACI Motorsports, that's where we're at, right?
Yep.
So, what all classes are you guys running different cars and Porsches and things in?
We are running Porsches and Carrera Cup. We're running Porsches and Porsche Sprint Challenge, and then we also run some Porsches in the World Racing League. So
cool. How long have you been doing it?
ACI Motorsports been doing it for like the last 3 to 4 years.
Okay, cool. How many cars you got?
I don't even know.
You can't remember. Well, I see you guys are stockpiling
plenty.
trophies back here.
Yeah, we got a little bit of
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, I really appreciate you having us out here and working with Genius Garage on the Lykan build and all. And
no problem.
You guys were awesome, and some of you guys are kind of getting invested and being excited about the project and all. But
yeah.
so I was excited to learn you guys are factory Tesla certified with your body shops as well as Porsche factory certified.
Correct.
That's really hard to do. I think people are sending you cars from around the world and whatnot a bit.
Well, we get some from all over.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, your race cars are awesome. I look forward to check them out. How can people check out your racing effort and what's going on there?
You can follow us on Facebook at ACI Motorsports or follow Carrera Cup, Porsche Carrera Cup.
Cool.
Multiple places you can find us.
Well, I look forward to it. I think the guys are out there now, so I'm going to go check them out. But maybe it'd be fun to get the Lykan done. Maybe Genius Garage bring out one of the cars, do a test day together, have a little fun in the future.
Sounds good to me.
All right, right on. So who should I look out for? Who's the guy out here today we should see?
See Chris.
Okay.
Chris will be the guy to take care of you.
Check this. Look out here. Look at the Lykan. That's awesome. You guys see it right in the middle of everything going on. And just down here below it, look at this Porsche that's getting some love that needs it and another Tesla down there. But let's go check it out. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
What's going on, Chris?
Good, how are you?
I'm well. So what do you think of this monster right now?
It's still a work in progress.
I know it is. You guys have been really awesome. So where it's at right now, and talk with Chris, you guys are going to see some really heavy build primer and such here. It's epoxy based because I think the biggest challenge for you guys so far was de-stunt carizing the bodywork. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the car's been, the body was never intended to go on an actual car.
Yeah.
And the abuse that it's taken through the whole process.
Well, it was literally a pneumatic cannonball they were shooting out of a fake airplane on a thing. Yeah. So it was, so we got a basic fiberglass composite, which is
Right.
built similar to the way carbon fiber was with the production ones, but it came out the original molds, and then it got just all stuck together to be a stunt car and just beat.
Right. It had to look good from a distance.
Yeah.
Across an arena or whatever.
So now the challenge for Genius Garage, and with you guys working on it too, is how do you take something like that and actually make it nice?
It's a lot.
I know.
a lot.
Well, so, and the thing about that is it takes some serious effort, skill, and craftsmanship for you guys to do it. But you want to do a little walk around kind of on the outside,
Yeah,
show them what's
okay.
going on?
What do you want to know?
Well, okay, so I see some of these gaps are starting to look really good,
Yeah.
and this is just rough so far.
If you remember the gaps, the way that you brought
Yeah.
it to us, they were really wide.
It was rough, yeah.
Some of them were really chipped open. Mm-hmm. Some of them had pieces broken out of it. There were a lot of holes in the panels.
And there were plenty of cracks in the gel coat and all kinds of stuff to
Yeah.
chase that way too.
So the guys of course, there's a couple of guys here.
Yeah.
They've taken quite a bit of time trying to patch those holes, make the gaps correct,
For sure.
trying to clean it up and make them crisp. They're not fully there yet.
Correct.
But
This is a long
underway.
way, but basically what I would say, for instance, with this kind of quarter panel area here, I would say you guys got the structure sound and
Yes.
kind of the maintain there in terms
Yep.
of the way it's going on. And the finish, the basic finish is there. Now you're starting to get into the heavier sanding and then getting your gaps and things like that, right? Is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
We
now
added some bracing to support some more.
I saw that. I saw
where it's
that. And then
It was
also
a little weak.
yeah, this whole quarter panel area is really tricky because it's got a flange where it meets the bumper here, and another flange here where it meets to this panel around the scoops, and then it's got to match up well up here. It's got a lot going on.
Right.
And I know it was bolting there and things were holding it, and Genius Garage did sort of connecting with the roll structure up here.
Yes,
but
that's a good idea, by the way.
That one okay?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
working good.
Well, good. I see we did a modification here for this one panel, made that so that could be a removable panel rather than tying it all in, because then it allows all the composite structures to be more readily
piece
fastened
at?
and such.
We had an idea,
Yeah.
and I know you can cut this out, whatever you go.
We may cut it, we may not.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. You do your
I
thing.
just think it's a good idea. Where's the
Well, the guys
yellow
at
car piece?
the guys at W Motors were really kind, and they flat out said, they made 7 of these, so it was kind of like really nice bespoke prototypes. And then their Fenrir Super Sport, they're making a much larger run and getting into it. But he said, this is also an opportunity to continue to develop it along
Yeah.
the way. So as long as we're doing things that are well within the art and design and everything of that car going into production, I think we're right on the money. So what you thinking?
I think it's great.
Yeah,
I think it's a cool project. It's it's time consuming, but it's going to be great.
I understand. No, it's really exciting. And frankly, the other thing I'm really excited about is we already tested this at Mid-Ohio at speed, and it did well, just as the basic platform. So I think it'll be fun maybe sometime when Kurt's got race cars out for a test day or something, bring this out.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Bring
See
in a
them
Genius
both on the
Garage race
track.
car. Yeah, I think that'll be really cool. So what's your idea here with the panels that we're doing something a little different?
So, and I ain't even run this past you, but
Oh, yeah.
see how that mounts, and
Yep.
you're going to have to,
For the
we
oil
opened
and
this
the
up, this
coolant.
was connected, and we're going to do some modifications here,
Yeah.
try to make that.
This
cool.
piece here used to be one piece with this quarter panel area here and here that would open up. But for us making it stable and nice, we decided to actually make this a removable panel.
Yeah.
Yeah? And
Try
then,
to get it where you can service your cooling system and
yeah,
oil.
indeed. Because basically that gives you a quick release, easy, accessible way to get to your oil
Yeah.
and your coolant.
Yep.
Yeah, indeed. Because, back
also
here you
got
got the
another
screen
idea.
all on. What's this here?
This is actually cut out of a race car
Okay.
where those pieces go through. And if you guys
Oh, really?
wanted to move this,
Oh, that'd be brilliant. So is that out of a Boxer or a Cayman or
it's
something?
out of a Cayman.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, nice. And that's the exact same mount there.
exactly.
Oh, heck.
It
And
came
then,
out of that old wrecked tub outside.
well, and those openings, that's literally just tubing for pressure, so we could put anything we want there. Oh, that's nice. I like
And you
that.
don't have to fight it getting in.
Yeah. Okay, so this is one of the things, another plug of why it's really nice that guys that are actually factory Porsche certified to work on Porsches, you may know a thing or two when you work on other stuff, especially as funky as this.
Right.
So you just happen to have this laying around.
Yeah, that was off of a totaled race car tub.
Okay, awesome. So this is neat. So if you guys heard this is the mounting panel or boss where this is where the oil fill would be and this is where the coolant would be. But they're down there
Yeah,
because
you're
that'd have been the trunk in a Boxster, right? So for this, we can relocate it and get that right underneath that removable panel. So it'll be an excellent ability to assess your oil and your coolant.
Yeah.
Nice thinking. I like that.
You like that.
I like that. That's good. That's going to be nice.
And these guys came up with the idea, and we just happen to have the piece outside.
Definitely. Well, and the other thing, this is not a finished cut piece for all you internet
no.
trolls that are like, dude, that's stupid. No, you're stupid.
That's straight cut out of a body. It hasn't
Right.
been.
Yeah, you got to trim out what you
down
want,
anything.
and weld that in real nice and prime and all that jazz. That's going to be cool. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
I figured you'd like it.
Hey, what'd you think of the tail light here that the student prototype, 3D print and all?
It looked good.
Not too bad, huh?
It looked really good.
Not too bad. Okay, what else you got going on here that's really cool?
Added some bracing inside the quarter panel.
Okay, you got some bracing in here.
This was kind of flimsy.
Yeah, that's
Kind
nice.
of floppy, not really attached.
A little bit, yep.
That's been done. Again, more body lines cleaned up.
This is real nice. I know this is just roughed in for you guys, but that's really coming around.
Yeah. It was the same way up here. They've added fiberglass, taken away fiberglass
Got it.
in some areas.
Got it.
It's constantly going to be changing.
Well, and I also see something that I'm impressed with, and I think a lot of people wouldn't even notice, but you guys are already starting to prototype the weather stripping on how that goes on. You're saying it's going pretty well and helping the door out a lot.
Yeah. Actually, it's helped the door as far as keeping it firm enough to where it can be open and shut.
Yeah.
And keeping the panel itself in position to where it can actually be worked and the alignment and stuff.
That's real nice. That's real nice. I mean, that's taking it way out of the league of being just kind of like a replica race car or something like
Yeah.
that. Now you're getting into really nice prototype or low production kind of car.
It kind of gives it a little bit more of a finished look too.
Oh, for sure. Well, it'd be a lot nicer car. It'd be even nicer to drive too.
And that's just an old piece we had laying around. Obviously, we'll get something new and
For
a
sure.
little bit nicer.
No, that's going to be super nice. So this has got like a real high build epoxy-based primer on there. Obviously, it gets sanded a lot. Looks like this maybe already had it, and you guys were at a stage a little bit beyond where you're starting to get that. That's got some more stages. So I would say the hood here and this door where we're working on gaps and whatnot, this is in an earlier stage,
Yes.
right? Is that right?
Yeah. The back end of the car was in this stage not too long ago.
Okay.
The stripping all the old paint off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically doing that with an inline sander and using some of that old primer and paint to actually help straighten the body on it.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Now, this white here, was that some of the original hybrid like primer that might have been on, or is that a gel coat,
I
or
believe
what
that's
is that?
some of the gel coat from the
Okay.
original pieces when it was molded.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
most fiberglass or composite like that does have some form of gel coat, and it's usually white or gray
Okay.
or something.
Fair enough. Oh, quick question. You mentioned on the inside of this where the inner piece that got kind of beat up from being a stunt car, it seals to the weather stripping of the Porsche trunk there.
Yes.
The guys, the Genius Garage students, put in some strips of carbon fiber and bonded that into it. Would it be helpful if I sent you carbon fiber mat? Because
That
you
would
were
be
meant to
awesome.
use some of that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send that to you. I got to roll that stuff.
Okay.
So if you give me an idea what you need, I'll just send you what you guys need, and you can just cut it and lay it up with whatever resin you feels
Okay.
best.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Very
We're
cool.
gonna need it pretty soon.
What's that?
I said we're
Oh,
gonna
I
need
can
it
send it
pretty
right.
soon.
I'll be back here soon. We can send that out right away. Oh, hey, maybe I use this opportunity to debunk some goobers that made a big internet video real recently that were not aerodynamicists that were saying that they didn't think it could cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you don't think a Lykan Hypersport could cool, come over here and look at the. Come on, camera person, go over here. Yes. Okay. So let me teach you all about how a Lykan Hypersport, a real actual car, cools both on the track or in the desert around Dubai or in Manhattan traffic. So these are the original Porsche radiators, which are used on Boxsters and 911s and such. Two of them right here. And the upgraded Porsche one is having a third one up in here, which the Hypersports have. So when we do power outers, it'll start getting to a third upgraded radiator here. So that's the basic of how you can have all your radiators here. The big openings in the front of the Lykan Hypersport grille allow to, frankly, scoop that higher pressure that's coming straight into the front of it at speed and ram it into this. And then you can affect how the lower pressure around the tires and such. And then beyond that, with regard to a Lykan Hypersport, now this one's blocked off panel right now, but the big scoops back here are where you have the opportunity for additional coolers such as oil, water if you need it, and especially intercoolers for when it becomes twin turbo. So naturally the Lykan Hypersport, because of its styling, cues a lot of sharp angles and such, which is part of the art of it, but you can in fact cool this car even if it's making a lot of horsepower. So if there was one out there, wants that maybe a relay field or something like that, yeah, our car cools fine, and if you make a bunch of horsepower, it'll cool too. But I'm no aerodynamicist. Okay, let's moving on. I just think it's fun to do that. You stick the knife in, you gotta twist it a little.
Right.
Okay, so pretty excited about this. Where'd the model come from? Is it, well, hold on. Is it giving birth or like?
Oh, yeah, it's possible.
It's possible?
Babies.
I like it.
Yeah. We're hoping one day this one will grow into.
That one will grow up into it?
Yeah.
That's all right. You know, it's funny. Vintage race cars have a tendency of doing that. They
Yeah.
suddenly there become more cars with the same chassis number than there used to be.
We think if we leave it on the dash long enough, it'll kind of like Christine itself,
Okay,
and it will help.
I like that. I like it. So what's next here? What's going to be the next stage of the game?
Next thing is we're going to do some more bonding on the hood.
Okay,
Obviously, we've got some holes that we got to be filled up.
got it.
Back to that whole process again. There's some gaps that we're going to split as far as breaking some of the fiberglass loose.
Okay,
Move it, tweak it just a little bit.
that makes sense.
Rebond it back in,
Sure.
and actually use that to make our lines.
Nice. Got all the lines real nice. Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, that's quite exciting. With regard to, and this is a kicker, so the Hypersports fill-in panel here bolts in, and the nature of the windshield and such. What do you think about all that? Worry about that a little later?
We're going to make our way back to that one.
Okay, fair
Right
enough.
now, we're focusing on the body.
I don't blame you.
And of course, some of that stuff does take. We do have to put consideration into how that fits.
You got to think a little ahead of the game
Yeah.
before you get there, yeah. I think that'll work out real well, though. But, so this is the, would you call this the ugly duckling stage right before it gets amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what that's like.
And I tell people with their wrecked cars, some people come in after their normal street cars, and can I see my car?
And we're like,
And I tell them, I said, it's kind of like, just go ahead and prepare them, especially if it's a bad wreck.
it's kind of like watching
I'll
your
say-
spouse get open heart surgery.
That's what
You may not want to watch
That's exactly
this.
what I tell them. I said, it's like seeing some of your loved ones in ICU or something.
Yeah.
It's going to be ugly,
Yeah,
but it's got to look worse before it can get better.
very much so. No,
Yeah.
I get it.
So
Well, the work you guys are doing is absolutely quality, and I can tell very readily, especially from those rear quarters that are in the gray thicker epoxy primer right now, the fact that you guys are putting the time to get all of those gaps just right, as well as come up with new ways to reinforce the mounting points of all. Right. This car was already a great platform when we tested its speed around Mid-Ohio. I mean, just right out of the box, without any setup, we were able to run with and beat a lot of high-end production cars. So I think it's going to be gorgeous, and I really appreciate you guys putting in the craftsmanship and care into this project.
you're welcome.
Well, I think you got.
We're glad to be a part of it.
Should we look around the shop to see what else you got going on here?
You can.
What do you got?
Okay.
What do you got? What's interesting?
Well, we got your typical, and we got an older Celica there.
You got an old. Look at that! Look at the little Celica there.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't do a lot of restoration kind of work.
But every now and then, maybe something.
That guy's a very good customer in the shop, and we it's kind of another little project.
Okay, cool.
Off on the side. So.
Okay, so
He's not worried about a time frame, and we have other stuff that has to come ahead of it. So.
sure, of course. And I see a Panamera here and a Tesla going on. You guys are factory service on that. That's cool. So that's kind of your bread and butter there.
Right.
Now you got, how many shops are Advanced Composites around the area? Where are all you got?
Collision?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, Collision. I was thinking Composites. Advanced Collision.
There's 3 here in Chattanooga.
Okay.
Pretty close radius. We got 2 in North Georgia, which
Okay.
we're not that far from the state line.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's 2 north of us in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Okay, fine.
So as far as the collision shops, it's those.
Right. Now you got motorsports going on here, as well as there's another shop with some. Oh, you have a shop down at Road Atlanta
Road Atlanta.
for motorsports.
Yes,
I
ACI
gotcha.
Motorsports. There's also a ACI Motorsports division here on site where we are.
Yes.
I think you saw it. when you
Yeah,
came
yeah,
in.
we went through.
But yeah, there's two motorsports. One of them is located at
Okay.
Road Atlanta itself.
Very cool. Now, is it all of your shops are similarly qualified, or do you do Porsches at one place and something else somewhere else, or what is it?
This location is the one that's Porsche certified, Tesla certified. We're also working on some other certifications.
There's something about a platinum certification. Was that iCar?
iCar.
Yes.
Yeah, iCar certified
And-
or platinum.
Okay.
iCar platinum.
And that's the top level.
Yeah.
Very
of
cool.
iCar. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I interrupted you. What else? So you got everything going on here.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a real shop.
Do body shop. We have not only body and paint work, but also we have full-time mechanics stay
Yeah.
on hand. We also, when it comes to some things, we rely on the motorsports division.
Okay.
We all work well together with that
Yeah, I
kind of
believe
stuff. Yeah.
Now, the part of the building or the wing that we're in right now, what is this area?
This is part body.
Okay.
And
I see you
then
got
part-
different racks and things to put stuff up on, and some
Yeah.
final stuff, even tire changing machines and
Body
whatnot.
shop is on this side, or some body work of the body shop. Of course, the mechanics bays.
Now, so you got a whole other wings over here.
Yeah.
Is that paint booth right over that way?
Yep, 2
Okay.
paint booths over there, and we can walk over there if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
and then our cleanup department is also on this side.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Well, you want to take a minute and go check out your paint booth?
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, so this is just done with that, and then so you guys are going to do like a whole cleaning in here before the next car?
Oh yeah,
How does that
not
work?
before the next car. Usually we have a scheduled weekend that we clean them.
Sure.
About once a month.
I get it. And you got to go through all like the filters and just anything that could possibly pop off or whatnot?
The boots keep it's like a soapy coating on it,
Oh, interesting.
so that it washes off the
So
water.
nothing sticks to the walls? Okay.
So you come in here, you pressure wash, all the overspray winds up coming down,
Gotcha.
washes down, you clean it up out of the drain, dry the booth real good, and then come back and refilm it, recoat
Gotcha.
it.
So is it downdraft?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I like that. Actually, I never got to spraying something that nice before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
It's a lot better than the side drive
Yeah.
or a cross down.
Oh yeah. And then you guys obviously mix all your own paints here and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Well, thanks a lot for showing me around. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, I think we got some other things we got to get going on with the Lykan, but I'm gonna get some more video and get out of here. But thanks
cool.
very much for your time, man.
You're welcome.
All right.
Come back and see it.
Oh, I will. Well, guys, that's it for the day and the trip to Advanced Collision Incorporated here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I really can't thank Kurt and everybody here enough for their generosity and just helping Genius Garage educational programs with the project of the Lykan Hypersport stunt car into a real car. It's very cool. And obviously here, being back in the motorsports area, this is my wheelhouse. This is what I love seeing. But it just goes to show that the Genius Garage Lykan Hypersport build is in the right place. I mentioned a couple of times, but being factory certified by Porsche to do all this, and the fact that they have a very successful Porsche racing effort here is awesome. So it's definitely in the right place. I'm looking forward to some of the students coming down and getting an opportunity to learn from them as well. But since I was just doing some traveling, I wanted to give you guys an update as to what's going on, because it's been too long of seeing the Lykan and all the good things. So actually, I'm off to go see Ed with VinWiki with new VinWiki stories. Yes. And if you haven't already, new Car Trek episodes are coming out with Freddie Tavares' channel, obviously with Hoovy and Ed Boley from VinWiki, so those are really fun. So please go check out Advanced Collision Incorporated. Also, Advanced Collision Incorporated, it's a very cool motorsports team. So if you guys are out, look them up, say hey, and patronize them. I think this place is awesome, and naturally I would send any car here to get reported, because clearly we've got our baby, the Lykan here. So see you guys next time. Kart racing is the most affordable form of motorsports there is, and it's also the most competitive. So for that reason, you've got to have an amazing chassis. And for me, it's TopKart. When I'm at a race, I simply go to TopKartUSA.com, check out their chassis setup and tuning guide, and that's the secret that gets me on the podium. So when it's time for you to go racing, call up TopKart USA. A huge shout out to KW Suspension. Guys, this year you're gonna see beautiful coilovers such as this going on many of my cars, including my Porsche 944, my Dodge Viper, and even some of these crazy race cars. And the reason is simple. This is one of the best shock companies in the world. It was founded in Germany in 1992 by Klaus Wolfarth, and recently they just launched a new 1.2 million square foot robotic warehouse where they're creating unbelievably nice suspension components such as this for 15 different original equipment manufacturers. So whether you're a street enthusiast, a weekend track warrior, or you are building the Le Mans car of your dreams, guys, check out KW Suspension. Unbelievably nice shocks. So go down in the description below, patronize them. You're gonna be glad you did.